It's time to make this date picker conform to the dynamics of the report. As you can see, this is not only a purchases report, it is also a present employees report. The present employees report uses not just dates, but date and time. What this means is that when I change my report criteria to present employees, I must get a time picker when I click on any of these date text boxes. However, that's not what we get right now. It's time to make it work. Now, if you have taken and completed part 2 of the date picker series, you may not know it, but you possess all the abilities to get this right without my guidance. I will give you the clues, and I want you to believe in yourself and try this before you see the solution. In our code, the only thing that should be dynamic is the date-only parameter. It depends on what's selected on this drop-down list. If you click on the design menu, select the combo box, and then click on the properties menu, you will be able to see its name and the target property. Another clue: our code is written in the parent module, which is the report worksheet module. This control is a child to the report worksheet. So to access its properties, you have the liberty to go through the parent first or via the child. The conditional statement you need to use is an if, else, and if statement. You have a choice to use a variable or a function. If your code works, search and eliminate redundancy. Now, you have all the clues. Please stop the video and go for it. Did you get it right? Let's find out. To make this date picker conform to the dynamics of the report, we need to change all these date-only parameters to true or false based on the value of the report combo box. To achieve this, I'm going to create a function that will query the value of the combo box too. So just below these events, let's write a function as follows: private function get date only, and then hit the enter key. Because the date only parameter returns true or false, I will also make this function a boolean by writing as boolean. Before I make this function useful, let me substitute the date only parameter with the get date only function in all these procedures. Now, when the code execution hits any of these lines of code, it will be redirected to the get date only function to get the required value. To test this, let me give this function a value by writing get date only is equal to true, and then put a breakpoint at the beginning of the function. Now if I click on any of these dates, I expect the code execution to stop on my breakpoint. You see, just as I said, the execution has come to determine the date only value, and this line will help with that. Now if I set the run button, we get the date picker because we set the value to true. Let's launch the date picker again on the same text box. This time, before this line is executed, I will change the value to false, meaning I need a time picker instead. Now if I press the run button, I get my time picker and then use it to apply the time. Perfect. What is left now is to give the date only value function the ability to change values based on the given circumstances. So in this function, let's write an if statement as follows: if combo box 2 dot value is equal to purchasing report, then else and end if. When the value is set to purchasing report, we set the value to true. When it's something else, we set the value to false. That's it. You see, this is how we write our code. Simple and with perspective. This date picker was also created this way, doing everything step by step and sticking to basics, and achieving things many people think can only be done through advanced coding. This is what I teach here at Pundit Excel. We believe there is nothing advanced in any advanced code. It is just simple basics put together to appear as advanced. Now if you are here and you skipped part 1 and 2 of the datepicker series and came straight to download the datepicker, I would advise you to also try the lessons. They may change or amplify your coding skills.